everybody, welcome back to M.O.T.R Vapes, and today we are going to be going over the Avocado by Geekvape. But first, I got a little bit of something I want to talk to you about. Hey guys, so I wanted to take this time to talk about something that's very important to me. That is the U.T.R Drop-In Addictions Center. Well, I wonder what the U.T.R Drop-In Addiction Center is. This is a center for people who are suffering from the disease of addiction. Now, it's not just the ones who have that disease of addiction that are suffering. It's their loved ones. It's the people that are closest around them. It's the people they work with. It's the people that are in contact with these people every single day. And I know all about it myself because I am a recovering drug addict. That's right. I am actually a part of this group. I am not just someone who's up here saying, hey, check this out. This is something I'm involved with. I volunteer down there. I am an active member down there. And these people have helped me change my life. If it wasn't for these people, I wouldn't be here being able to do this for you guys today. So I see no reason to actually hide who I am. It's part of my past. It's something that made me me today. If it wasn't for that, then I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing today. I'd be somewhere else, and only the good Lord knows what I'd be up to. So everyone thinks it's a little bit scary or discouraging to actually admit that you have an issue, you have a problem, you have a disease, right? That sucks for everybody. If there's anyone out there who actually knows what I'm talking about right now, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But getting it all checked out and can talk to people about it, sharing what's going on with your life can actually do a huge good for someone. It did a huge good for me. So that's all I want to say on that real quick. U.T.R Addiction Drop-In Center, Carbonear, Newfoundland. These guys are awesome. Check them out. Hey everybody, let's get down to the dirty on this avocado right here. Let's slice this thing up. Get it out of the package. See what's going on here. I might as well show you the package. Boom. Alright now, let's see what we got inside this. Okay, so we have wide bore drip tip. We have the avocado. We have the glass that comes in here. This is the frosted glass. Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna have this all broken no time. The frosted glass is right there. And we have the extra plug that's right here. Now underneath this, let's get down to business, try and get this out of here if we can. If we can. And I'm not saying we're gonna. Oh, look at that. We got it down there. You have the screws and all the extra little pieces. These little white pieces are for the actual plug itself where it goes into. And you got the green ones. Pop mine out and put the green ones in. That's awfully nice right there. Boom. So that is what comes with this unit right there in all its glorious fashion, and that is the plug. Ceramic plug with the actual air hole that goes through there. Now when you have this plug in place, the actual airflow can shoot through this side and comes out that side and gets you in the back for when you're in single coil mode. So that's nice. That's nice. That's pretty alright, I must say. So, taking this thing apart right here, you have for your drip tip. You can either put your drip tip in, you got your adapter for your drip tip. Put any old drip tip you like on that, or keep it the way it is right there. Or you have your wide bore over here, which just screws into place. This is actual screws that are on here. It's threaded inside here. So that's pretty alright. Your 510 is nice and protruding out there. There we go. So pop that off there. This is the plug. This is the actual plug that goes inside this unit. So it just sits down there like this. When you're running in single coil, the airflow pops through here. She comes up right through there, bam, you get it on both sides of your coil there, so that's an excellent. I haven't actually run this thing in single coil yet. I've always been in dual, so, but that's how I runs it. Alright everybody, so if you're looking to replace this frosted glass here with this see-through glass, it's only as simple as a couple steps. You don't actually unscrew right here to here. First, what you have to do is take out your 510 pin right here, and when you let go of this 510 pin, it's actually going to let go of this screw up here up top. So make sure you're holding that. You don't want that to bounce around and get lost on you somewhere, which I have done actually, so that kind of sucks when that happens. There's your pin, screw, comes up, it's just a cap. So then you're going to want to unscrew here from here. Fairly simple. Without taking that pin out first, she's actually bolted together. So it makes it kind of difficult to get off. By difficult, I mean it will not come off. So I got the O-ring stuck on here like this. Let's take that off. Put that O-ring back down there. And this is if you wanted to change out your O-rings. This would be a good time to do it while it's apart. So O-rings there, O-rings there. Take the frosted glass. Simple as that. Pop that down there. Take this, screw that back on. She's in there nice and snug. That's excellent. Take your pin, shove that back up there. Now the frosted glass I find hides your wicks a little bit better as it's sitting down in there. And your wick doesn't have to be all that far down inside. Like when you're tilting this machine or this unit, you're getting the juice all up in it anyways. So I have never found a problem with that actually. As far as wicking goes, I've never gotten a dry hit at all from this. Ever. Not once. Even after it's all gone, even after everything's drained out of the tank, there's nothing left in there. And it still goes for a while. Like it's a quite surprising little unit. As you can see, here's your top pieces. They come separate. The Avocado label right there. The Avocado. I loves a good avocado, guys. Put that on there, put that on there. Excellent, so that is how this unit is working right there. Frosted glass, designed by. So, I'm going to take the time here this morning. I won't install any new coils, but I will use mine, and I'll show you guys how to wick this device. Alright, so I'm going to re-wick this thing right in front of you, right from old to new. And let's get started on that. Taking it out, it's just as easy as prying up the cotton that you have on the sides. Pull the sides up, pull it out, pull the sides up, pull it out. Same thing on this side, pulling it up, pulling it out, and one more time up, and one more time out. Just as easy as that when it comes to taking out your old cotton. Fire up your unit, clean off your coils a bit. So that's perfect right there. Take a strip of your new cotton. Now, when I originally did this, I thought, oh no, I'm going to need so much cotton to cover up them holes. Like, that's going to be absolutely devastating. But you don't need that much cotton. This is what I've got. Roll that up there. This is what I find works for me. Everything works different for different people. It's different strokes for different folks. And whatever works for you might not work for me. What works for me might not work for you. But, take that, tighten that end up like that. Slide that on through. So that's excellent right there. Piece that I have left. Tighten up this side. Don't have to go too crazy with it. So as you can see, there's not like a whole lot of extra wick that you would normally put into an RDA. It's not like you have to put a ton of cotton down inside that well. You don't need to, you just need to have it just like that. So I'm going to take my screwdriver right here. I'm going to lift up and put it in. This is the exact same technique I use when I wick my RDAs. I lift them up and I put them in. So put that center down in first. Give it a good straight flow down into your RDA, or RDTA, rebuildable dripping tank atomizer. So put that up there. Put that in. Put my end down first. Third one down, down and up and in. And I find that just gives you a straight flow from your cotton down in there. Work it in. Don't jab your actual cotton, just kind of slide it into them holes. You can use whatever you have handy to put this stuff down in there. I've been using my little screwdriver, if I could find that around here somewhere. These come handy with a lot of little kits that you get, so I've found that that works quite good. Now, at this point, you got one left. You can take your juice, take that last hole, just put it inside of it and drip her down into it. Or you don't need to do that. Well, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to take this and plug up my hole. And plug her right up, so I have every one of my holes has now been plugged. Now if you're wondering, well, what's going on? How am I supposed to get my juice down there now if there's no other way to get it down through this chamber? Well, I do have a little bit of juice left in that right now, but what you do is you take your tip, put it down, and push in. You just make a bit of space inside there. I like to take this side and I'll go over here. So I'll just flip her around. I'll go down. I'll push that over a little bit. Then you take your juice. You put it down inside here, inside the nice hole you just made. And all you got to do is squeeze. So that is just filling up. I have all my holes plugged. It's filling up. I don't have anything out over my deck. I have nothing going on. She's now a semi-full tank. Let's put some more in there. Now the reasoning behind giving 2 airflows from here to here, or from here to here, sorry, is that you actually don't create any suction or any what's the word I'm looking for here? You don't block off your airflow. That's about it. Like, you don't have a confined space in there. You keep it so that the air, when you pour in, can escape from this side. There's a word for this, and I cannot find it. But you put it down there, air comes up through there. If you don't have this second one open, when you pour it down, the juice from your cotton actually goes and comes up. It actually comes up, gets up all over your deck, and that's no good. So you just put it like that. Now, I can take this and move it back. I can, so I'm not going to actually do that. I'm just going to re-wick the rest of this. Excellent. So I still left that open there. As you can see, there's still nothing coming out. I have that little bit open left in that channel, but it's blocked off. It's blocked off. That little bit of cotton in there, like I said, I thought I originally had to take like this big wad of cotton and shove in there and block off those holes, but you don't have to do that. Alright guys, so that is how you rebuild and you re-wick this RDTA, and I can tell you I've had this thing for a week now, and whatever flavor you get from this unit is all dependent on the coils that you put into it. This is an RDA with a tank on the bottom. You can, if you even wanted to, put your coils into this unit and you don't have to fill up your tank. You can just drip on top of your coils. If you find the tank is too tricky for you, just drip on top of the coils and work out the tank as it comes. It's not something you have to use directly out of the gate. You can get used to it. You can find out what works for you. I found out what works for me. But everybody's different when it comes to that. Now, the only con of this unit that I have found is that if you do not leave the perfect amount of airflow down into your tank itself when you're filling it up, and it will go all over the sides. It will. It will do that. But it's not hard to find out what actually takes to put it in. You guys saw, I just put in my screwdriver and I bent up. I went exactly the opposite side, put it in, and I bent up. My bottles fit perfectly inside there to fill it up, and that's been working for me quite excellently. I did have a problem right in the first time I used it. I didn't have that down right. I didn't leave enough. I was just taking the bottle and shoving the bottle in and go, and then it would just go out everywhere, right? So just take your time, make sure you have that airflow with it. And it's probably going to leak on you. Now, I'm not saying it's probably going to leak right away if you're going to be tipping this thing upside down for a super extended period of time. If it's going to be, for some reason, you need to have this unit up like this, it's going to be leaking on you. I haven't had any issues with this thing leaking in my pocket. It sits like this. It sits down in my pocket. If it goes on my console, it sits down in my console. If it's on the table, it sits down like this. I don't have any reason to be carrying it around on me in this sort of fashion. I have not had a single issue with any leaking going on anywhere. But if there is for some reason, that's why. That's why what's going on. You can also take, if you wanted to, your screwdriver and fold your air holes back over. You don't have to leave them open like I did. You can actually just close them off, plug it up there a little bit more so you have a little bit less chance of leaking going on into it. And this unit is amazing. This has got to be my favorite unit to date, my RDTA, rebuildable dripping tank atomizer. That's right, because it is an RDA. The tank is just on the bottom of it. You can use this any which way you want to. Everything you put in here is dependent on your builds, your flavor, your density, everything. It's going to be dependent on the juice as well. So guys, that's what it's all about. I'm loving this unit. So you guys have an excellent day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button because YouTube loves that stuff. And in order for me to go forward, I'm going to be needing more of your support in the future. And also, don't forget there's going to be more giveaways. So I'm going to bribe you into subscribing. That's right. I'm going to bribe the fuck right out of you right now. There's going to be more giveaways in the future. So stay tuned, guys. Don't forget to check back for more stuff. Have an excellent day.